Welcome to The Informant, the podcast that talks about anything and everything. We cover from sports, religion, politics, social, you name it. I'm your host as ever, Doc McLeod. So without any further ado, let's delve right into it. A good day, my good people. I hope I find you well wherever you are, believing everything is okay with you. I just thought let me come here and talk about one or two things. I see some people, some are appreciative of what I'm saying, some are learning from what I'm saying, some are not learning from what I'm saying, some are using it as an opportunity to just attack an innocent person. You know what? They always say, don't kill the messenger. You might not receive the message. Some of the information I'm sharing, instead, it might be a bitter pill to swallow. But let me tell you, at times, just get the lemon, replenish it, make lemonade out of it, become better using the information that I'm giving unto you. Because it's not difficult, it's not complicated information, it's not far hidden information, but it's information that I'm just explaining on a general prospectus. So certain things, I'm saying them so that you don't waste your energy on things, wishing, hoping, and praying for a different outcome. Instead, nothing will change. For things to change, people have to change. There's this young guy who I was speaking to. He says to me, so what needs to happen here? What needs to happen here? And I was like, you know what? The problem with our people is they don't understand basic politics. All they know is vetoing of anger. They're very good at that. People need to understand the basics of politics. ZANU-PF, which you are saying I'm taunting, have got a Chitepo school of ideology where they send their people, yeah? Where people go there just to be taught about the ways of that party, which is ZANU-PF. If there is to be opposition, they need to have one such school or one such academy or one such center where people are also indoctrinated with the opposition ideologies, beliefs, and everything. So that when somebody stands, they stand to defend what they know. Not just a fact of saying, just follow me, we'll see. We just want to get this government that's on there. We just want to get them out. Once we are in, then we'll see what to do. That's the biggest mistake people can ever make. If there be opposition, I will explain about it as we go. Right. Let me explain this. Let me start from this point on. The person who dreamt about this whole incident that's happening is me. But what I always do is every time, because some people never used to follow me, I'll just, whatever I get, I post. I put it on public domain. Everyone sees to it who knows me. Then whosoever wants an explanation in regards to that, they always pick their phone, call and inquire, or they inbox me if I don't know them. If I see the person is worth responding to, I do respond. But it's not like I'm entitled to respond to every person. I try my level best. This is not my full-time job. I'm just here giving information as the informant. Judge me by what I post. What is it that I've posted that is a lie? You will see that out of 10, you will not get even 1. Out of 10, everything I've posted is as accurate as it is. The only bitter thing is, it's painful to some people who don't want to hear it. I've got a friend, he says, you know what? I always hate it when you post something. Because what you post isn't what I want to hear. Because what you post always comes true. And I've given up now to know that when you post something, I just fold my hands and I'm like, when is this going to change? He has accepted that what I post is true, but there's nothing that he can do about it. Let's take it the way certain things have been explained to me today. Right, the Nyokayemabhunu case has become so complicated and become too political than expected or known to many. I don't want to go into detail about it because it's not a case that I want to venture much into. Most of the time you hear me speak things about the ZANU-PF because in ZANU-PF, when I ask 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, they trust me to tell me, right? So for that, that's why I get more information pertaining to ZANU-PF. If you want me to talk about opposition, give me the name of the opposition first. And from there, I'll venture into it. I'm one person who's very good at liaising, interacting, you know. There's this way that I do it where I kindly ask for information, an honest opinion, then I will bring it to the people. But right now, the only opposition that's there is not opposition as in political opposition. I can rest assure you that CCC is no longer a political opposition. It's an approval board. Whatever ZANU-PF wants, they will just tell CCC. If CCC reads through it, understands it, they just put a price to it. They are given what they want and everything is passed. So CCC is no longer an opposition. It's officially now an approval board of the current ZANU-PF. Just as it is, just as I've said it, it's true. Simple. Right, let's go to opposition. Which one is now counted as opposition? Right now, there's no opposition in Zimbabwe. There's people sitting by the fence, waiting to see whether their once loved or still loved personality of Honorable Advocate Nelson Chamisa is going to come back into politics. Congratulations, he's released a book. He's now started to become an author. I don't think he still has got anything to do with politics. Until the time he announces, as of now, he's out of it. He's just released the book, so those who want to buy the book, those who want to read the book, those who want to lay their hands on it, please do. I'm one person who will lay my hands on that book, and I will flip it through from page 1 to the last page to try and understand. Maybe I'll get what he thinks, what he has seen, what he now wishes for. Maybe I'll get it from there. If there be opposition, get this from me. I'm not forcing people, but I'm telling you the truth. If there be opposition, let there be a party with structures. Let the president be a known person. Let the vice president be known as well. Let the secretary be known. Everyone has to be known. The structures. Then you also have got to have what you call shadow ministers and the shadow government. Have the cells, have the branches, have the districts, have the national. You must have. Just imagine this CCC that was taken by Shavangu. You should have learned from the MDC that was taken by Monzora that you need big structures, broad structures. A broad base will never allow for the anchoring top to be tackled off. Everyone from the broad base has got to be disabled first before you get to the top. So there was no base, there was no white base in the opposition of Chamisa. That's what people didn't know. And Westmore, you're fighting against system. ZANU-PF is no longer a political party. In case you don't know, they have gone beyond that. ZANU-PF is a system. So if you see, because it's a system, let's say the youth want something and they start to make noise. The sitting president has to pay his attention because he knows youth from his party can cause unsettlement, can cause resentment, can cause disturbances within the whole party. Everything can be shaken because of the youth. It's because of the structures. Those people are empowered. They have carried their own power. They've got a certain power vested upon them. The war veterans, they have got a certain power vested upon them. That's why you see the sitting president takes time to address those people. When the war veterans were starting to try to rise this uprising that was being announced, did you see that they were quickly addressed, given money to the tune of $500,000? Also at the very same time, tens are being given, a lot is being offered. It means to say they know that if this wing shakes, then there's no peace with the president. But the opposition, that one which follows the Nelson Chamisa personnel or the person of Nelson Chamisa led opposition, you idolize a person too much. Instead of helping the person with the vision, by pushing for structures, clear structures. Every person has got to be made to account. If you hero worship, you end up vetoing your anger on people like us when we tell you the truth. Let me tell you, the truth might be painful. It's bitter. But at the very same time, take that bitter truth and help it to make you better. Sit down, plan, and then re-strategize. Other than that, you're not going anywhere. The other thing that I would want to address, I've seen a lot of people attack this person of Pardon Gambakwe. Okay, let me give the information to you. Pardon Gambakwe is not ZANU-PF. I just thought, let me make a video out of it. The young guy, what's his name? DJ Holly, he called me when I was asleep. Now I'm full awake. Let me tell you, Pardon Gambakwe is not part of ZANU-PF. Number one. Number two, don't spread all of this wrong information, message from the KG6 threatening Pardon Gambakwe that is made to act or to poison Nyokayemabhunu. All that. Please don't say all that. And I'll tell you the reason why. First and foremost, you must know that Pardon Gambakwe, maybe you didn't know this, Pardon Gambakwe, he always say, I started my media house from NAST and all this stuff, and I've been doing my media thing for the last 15 years. It's true, he has been doing that. But Pardon Gambakwe was part of Comrade Joyce Mujuru's party, that party which was called the Gamma Talks. Pardon Gambakwe was part of that. I want to believe, if I'm informed well, he was part of the media for the Gamma Talks thing, my Njuru party. Pardon Gambakwe was part of the media, if not the chief lead for the media. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then Nyokayemabhunu also was part of my Njuru's movement. So those two, they have been together with my Njuru way before they finished themselves in this what you call revolution. So to say this one wants to be used to kill Nyokayemabhunu, if he wanted, they would have killed each other way back. No more to that. Recently, they were communicating these people. I wish this Nyokayemabhunu guy comes out and he will tell you he has been working with Pardon Gambakwe. They know each other, these people. So whatever people might say from afar, this is the honest truth. They used to be with my Njuru, these two boys. They used to be with my Njuru. So clear that. Don't endanger everyone's life. Trying to stigmatize a person, trying to make people hate another person. No, you are part of the fighting revolution there. The problem is you are divided. So the fact that you are divided and you are fighting for eminence, preeminence, for honor, for whatever, for recognition, I don't know. That's what's making the opposition not to stand. Exactly. You see somebody taking their time to marinate people with lies. Oh, this one is it's what he's saying is propaganda. No, it's not propaganda, guy. Let me tell you the honest truth. It's facts. Facts can be stubborn. I would like the facts to be challenged. If there's anything that has been lied, bring it forth and say, on this one you said A, B, C, D, but it did not come out that way. The fact that I'm giving you accurate information is simply supposed to tell you one thing, that for sure this person must be connected to some sources which are very, very close. And whatever he's saying is coming true. You're busy trying to analyze things that I have said instead of picking out the points and say, he said this point, but this point for sure, this happened. He stated that, it happened. He stated that, it happened. So far, I think I've told you about 10, 15 things. And all of them, not even one, all of them have come to pass. It means to say I'm a trusted source. Simple. Don't try and put me where I'm not. I'm just a person who's got access to information. It is as simple as it sounds. So right now from here, you might waste your phone ink typing whatever, derogatory comments and whatever, instead of saying, you know what, I need to heal from within and start to accept the truth that's being said. Then strategize on how we can turn the tables around rather than targeting a person who's giving us information. Somebody comes out, or he's talking about Comrade Geza. Comrade Geza, this is a part of the revolution. Listen, Comrade Geza is ZANU-PF, has always been ZANU-PF. The fight that's there is a ZANU-PF in-house divide. That's why you see Comrade Chiwenga is still there in the ZANU-PF. The person who Comrade Geza is touting for president. So don't forget that. You can't say, Geza is no longer ZANU-PF. Comrade Geza is no longer ZANU-PF. No. No, he is ZANU-PF. He is touting for the person of Comrade Chiwenga, who is also ZANU-PF. So this is a ZANU-PF in-house divide. I'm not trying to make you tired. No, I'm trying to inform you so that it makes sense to you. Who's the vice president? Retired General Constantine Guver Dominic Nyokayemabhunu Chiwenga. Which party does he belong to? ZANU-PF. Who is Comrade Geza touting for presidents? It's the retired General Chiwenga. For which party? ZANU-PF. So where is the problem? This is a simple, this one doesn't need clarification or explanation. This is ZANU-PF. Where then are people who are not ZANU-PF stepping in? What are they trying to do? Have you rejoined ZANU-PF? Have you become ZANU-PF members for you to speak on behalf of ZANU-PF? Some channels that were never for ZANU-PF are leading the stories of ZANU-PF. This is a ZANU-PF in-house divide. Trust me, I'm telling you 100%. And ZANU-PF, from what I know, they've got a way of finding one another. I've known politics for long. I have known politics for long. ZANU-PF has got a way of finding one another. Those who have failed in the politics or have given up in the politics, they have still remained ZANU-PF, either within the war vet structure and not directly within the ZANU-PF party, but all those are part of ZANU-PF. They are just wings to me of ZANU-PF. Maya Juru, she might have retired from politics, but within the war vets, she's a respected cadre there. The war vets, they control things. They are ZANU-PF. Regardless of having been labeled as Gamma Talks, she is still part of ZANU-PF. G40, which was funding, if I'm to tell you now, which was funding behind for the Geza revolution, it's ZANU-PF. So what's wrong with that? I'm just being honest with you people. It's ZANU-PF. This is a ZANU-PF in-house divide. Now you're getting disturbed by the fact that I said something is brewing. I heard it. I was told that, you know what, talks are beginning. And if we check on it, I think about 5-6 days ago, I wrote about it. Then before you know it, just about 2 days ago, Mzembe is there in Harare. Because of what I told you, it means to say information had been transferred to me. I heard it. So the fact that I'm telling you, you're starting to try and discredit me. You cannot discredit truth. The only thing is you're failing to heal, to accept truth. Truth can be painful, but I would rather people deal with the truth than ullet on lies. You want me to come here and say, oh, you know what? Tomorrow, Chamisa is going to be still as president. I'll get a big following. I'll get likes. I'll get buzzers. I'll get everything. Why should I come here and lie to you when I know the truth of what's happening behind the scenes? This is a ZANU-PF in-house divide. So allow the fight to go. It's still dangerous inside the ZANU-PF. There's still a lot of things that's happening within the ZANU-PF. Any opposition to be formed, let me tell you, you need an opposition that needs to have checks and balances made from the leader right to the person at the ground. Just imagine if you had structures and having almost, let's say, 500,000 people in positions, either as a cell chairperson, cell youth leader, a cell women's league. How many cells will you have in the whole of Zimbabwe? As long as somebody has got a position, they feel the entitlement to fight for the party. You didn't have that. That's why you see Triple C was just taken like ice cream without any fight. You just let the party go. A party you invested in and you just let go. It means to say you didn't have any roots. There was no structure to support what you're trying to bring on, which you're calling the movement. You have to challenge yourself into thinking that, you know what this man is saying might be painful, but this is exactly what we need. Our leader has to account for everything that we want. At the very same time, the structures have to account. Right now, if opposition is to be formed, let me ask you one big question. Which one, if there's two opposition parties formed, which one will you follow? One with Nelson Chamisa Chete Chete as an individual, or one with all the members that have been excommunicated from the former Triple C, which will comprise of people, which will comprise of leadership of people like Honorable Tendai Biti, Honorable Job Sikala, Honorable Wende, Honorable Mahere, Honorable Ostalos. Just imagine those five get together, or with other leaders. Just imagine they come together, yeah, and then form another party. Which opposition party will you go for? Even if the very same people that I've mentioned, even if they bring in people like Monzori, take it to a round table and say, you know what, gentlemen, let's shake hands, let's put our differences aside. Now, because of what happened, we know that any person, yeah, can renegade any minute. So we need to make sure that we've got a strong contingent system that we need to put together, and make sure that we've got strong systems that do the checks and balances so that nobody steps out. We vote in, we vote out. How do you think about that? Then we start to build, going location by location, province by province, city by city, town by town, rural area by rural area. Every area you go, you start to build. Let me tell you, you can still build a formidable opposition for as long as you start to deal with the truth and not just idolize people. This is ZANU-PF. It's a system. It's now more than a party. It cannot be attacked or approached the way you think. Their definition of certain terms does not feature to the definition of the dictionary. Things like democracy is defined the ZANU-PF way. But how do you incorporate these people for them to work with you? The police, the intelligence, the Zimbabwe National Army, prisons, Air Force, courts, you name it, all of them. How do you incorporate and make them gain confidence to know that when opposition is to come in, they are not coming here to change everyone and to kick everyone out of employment? Because it's their jobs. They have to secure them. Let's be honest about it. It's just my 2 cents for tonight. Just trying to correct some people who want to label us when we are giving them information. Trying to make content by attacking a messenger instead of dealing with the message. With this, I'm out. Enjoy your night, enjoy your morning, enjoy your day. Bye for now.